You ready to go, Cole?
Yep. You ready?
3, 2. You know it. Easy. Hey, welcome back out to Liberty Center High School in the jungle as Brian Babcock, Jigs himself, and myself, Chris Youngie, we get ready for another exciting night of Liberty Center High School basketball. The Tigers are out in full force tonight. JV boys, big win here earlier.
Yep.
Varsity girls, we're playing that weird girl-boy triple header tonight.
Yeah.
As the girls just got a big win, and now the varsity boys are going to step out in what could be described as a get-right game, but what is going to be an opportunity for this team to play together and get better tonight.
Yeah, well, during the week games are tough. Those Tuesday nights, those Thursday night games, those are challenging at times. You're not playing a league schedule necessarily yet.
Yeah.
You look at this record, you're maybe not expecting as much of a test as what we've had so far this year. So Liberty Center is going to be important to show up tonight.
This also has the classic signs of a trap game, right?
Yeah.
Thursday, the Blue Streaks are they're on deck, right? They're ready to come in. Or ready to go over there this year, but it'll be interesting to see how the boys, have a couple. We talked about it the other night with Anthony Wayne. Every practice here until January 20th is the day before, the day after a game. So you've had one day of practice to prepare. Coach has got to do a hard job of managing legs, managing wind, make sure you're in shape, but still game ready, fresh. A lot of moving parts to this right now, and I like what the team is doing.
Yes.
I like how everything's is settled in, but it'll be a big game against Elmwood tonight. This Elmwood team under Coach Ty Traxler comes in at 1-6 overall. They beat Macomb, but they've lost Pandora, Gilboa, Ada, Gibsonburg, Otsego, Riverdale, and the big one, a 43-14 loss to PH early in the season. Yep. So kind of a few rough ones in there. Leading scorers, Landry Seedorf, 13 points a game. That's a 6'4 junior, fairly athletic. And then Owen Traxler is a sophomore, 13 points, 3 boards, 3 assists, kind of at that lead guard position for them. So it's a team that tries to do some different things, but it's one of those where, Jigs, this is Liberty do what we need to do to take care of what we know we need to take care of and kind of play it that way tonight. Yeah,
I watched a little bit of this team coming in, and what I've seen on film is just struggling with pressure, turnovers, half court, full court pressure. They struggle a little bit handling the ball. So I think it's going to be really important for Liberty Center tonight. Pressure the basketball, pressure the basketball, pressure the basketball. Put your turnovers into points, and then also inside. I mean, we're going to have a size advantage tonight. I think if you point to one thing against Anthony Wayne, the boards were a struggle at times. Now, they had some height, and we kind of struggled against that a little bit, but we're going to have the height advantage tonight. I expect to get the ball inside and to dominate in the paint. So interesting you say that. The last 2 years ago when these two teams played, Liberty won 2 years ago 58-25. Sophomore Gavin Galen, 13 points, 10 boards. Baki had 10 and 9 that night. I felt really good as a post-player coach that going home, like, we get to practice next day. I was like, big men rule, yeah. Last year, same idea, a 58-52 win for Liberty over at Elmwood. Gavin, 19 points, 8 boards. Cam Robinson, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Still a big night for Gavin. So it is, over the last few years, a matchup where we have dominated. They played really well inside. Talking before the game to those guys. I think the text messages with Gavin started about 2 o'clock. I'm not sure what he was supposed to be doing in school. That is not my fault. I am sorry. But we were talking about the idea, and it's kind of been the conversation this week, different players, different levels, is are you participating or are you dominating? And this is an opportunity for the bigs of Liberty to dominate tonight. Yeah, and I've liked, some of this rotation that they've had with some of the big guys, with Spangler coming off the bench. Obviously Gavin and Grady and Cam. I feel like the height is there. I don't know that I've seen them dominate yet, but I think it's coming. You're starting to see good play from all those players, and I think it's coming.
This is a team, Liberty, coming into tonight 3-3 overall. They haven't played in the league, but that's right around the corner. Coach Badenhop in his 13th season, 141 and 140 to 149. He's still 8 games under 500. Been kind of teasing him last year. We got to the start of the tournament. So I'm like, well, if you win the state title, you'll be 500 as a coach. Didn't quite get it there. This is a team that last Thursday beat Genoa 56-58. A long, athletic team. Cam had 13. Ethan Gray, first night in the starting lineup, 12 points. Gavin, 10 points, 12 boards. So kind of a nice, more Gavin-like performance of what we've seen from him. Another one I thought was exciting was Max Walker, 11 points in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
He does so many things on the floor for this team that it was nice to see that translate into the scoring column for him. Saturday night, like you had mentioned, that Anthony Wayne game, a 69-52 loss. Cam Robinson, 13 points. Grady Miller was kind of an interesting stat line. 12 points on 5 touches.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
he was efficient. He was really efficient. And man, he is so good with within that 2 dribble space where he can come gather off 2 feet, use that little pump fake, and then he likes to finish through contact. I'd like to continue to see him get that ball within that 12-foot range.
He kind of laughed at it last year. I'm like, dude, you just got to play big boy basketball.
Yeah.
Enough of this lean.
And he can.
And he's
strong enough.
You're bigger, you're stronger, you're more athletic than 95% of the people you're going to play.
That's right.
Just go play big boy basketball and be the man you should be.
Yep.
Gavin on Saturday night, 6.7 boards. More along that balance that Gavin brings. He's normally, a 14 and 8 kind of guy. So it's good to see him trusting that knee a little bit more, getting at it. So we'll see how tonight continues to go. This team's averaging 50 points a game. Elmwood averages in that 38-40 point range, so averages are averages, but you kind of throw out that PH 14 point scoring output, and things might be a little bit different as we get excited
on behalf of the Board of Education
for this big battle. And look at that, you were worried about filling 8 minutes, and we did it with no problem. That's what happens when you work with professionals, man. All right, so we're going to send it down to the floor for the national anthem and starting lineups.
And all of our servicemen and servicewomen, both past and present, we ask that you please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Liberty Center High School and Elmwood High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct and competition. While the athletes in this game tonight are friendly rivals, all in attendance are reminded that this is a game between student athletes and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials for this game tonight have been chosen according to the policies and procedures set forth by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your officials for tonight's game are Mr. Gary Brubaker, Mr. Kobe Baker, and Mr. Brandon Floro. And now let's meet our teams. First, the visiting Royals from Elmwood High School. A 5' 9" sophomore, number 0, Kason Hammer. A 6' 3" junior, number 1, Landry Seedorf. A 5' 10" senior, number 4, Zachary Gross. A 5' 11" sophomore, number 21, Owen Traxler. And a 6' 1" senior, number 24, Evan Behringer. Elmwood is coached by Mr. Ty Traxler, assisted by Jeff Hanna, Zachary Apke, and Matt Hewinston. And now for your world-famous Liberty Center Tigers. A 6' senior, number 0, Blake Garber. A 6' 4" senior, number 1, Grady Miller. A 5' 10" sophomore, number 2, Ethan Gray. A 6' 3" senior, number 23, Camden Robinson. And a 6' 5" senior, number 24, Gavin Galen. The Liberty Center is coached by Mr. Greg Bakenhoff, assisted by Justin Fry, Lawyer,
Aaron Schaefer, and Captain Blue. As a reminder,
You know it. That is your Liberty Center starting lineups, and if you're not excited after that opening lineup, looking for help. Up top it goes. Number 1, Seedorf. Those are their 2 leading scorers. Over to Behringer. All the way around back to Traxler. He's got Gray all over him. Right-hand dribble to the middle. Now to Seedorf. Back to Traxler. Drives to the middle with the left hand. Swoops through, throws it up, no good. They're going to get a foul on Gray. And that's 2 quick ones on the Tigers.
It's a pretty nice take there by Traxler. Get that in the left hand. And then creating contact there on the bucket. Nice take.
How quick do you go to Wes Wilhelm to create havoc?
That's right. I mean, that's what Wes does. You know, he can absolutely D up on ball. And he will. He will do that. So you're right. I think that he's going to play a key role tonight.
First free throw's up and good for Owen Traxler. You know, that's the conversation with Wes is constantly be a pest, be a pest, be a pest. You use your speed for good and not evil.
Yep.
You know, as a rebound comes down to Behringer quickly for Elmwood. Up top, ball goes Gross. Now to Traxler with it in his hands. Back to Gross. On the weave, stops, throws it over to Behringer. Now back to Seedorf. Easy, wide open. Look for Traxler, no good. Garber pulls down the rebound, and here go the Tigers. Gray, quickly to the other side. Between the legs to the block
Like
to
it.
Gavin. Gavin's going to step through that hook, loses the handle, comes back to the left hand. He's getting shoved
that's
all
tough.
over, but he's going to get one to go.
It's 2 on the board.
That's a great job to stay with that by Gavin. Fumbled that a little bit, regathered, finished through contact. Great job.
That's going to be a turnover by Elmwood as they tried to throw it over the top of this press and out of bounds. Tigers, 2-1 lead on that 3-chord scoreboard.
But got the ball inside twice already. I think that's going to be a point of emphasis.
Yep. It's going to be rough inside as Cam gets the ball inside. He comes around, puts it up with the left hand, no good. I'm not sure what that was, but that foul is going to be on Seedorf.
His first, team first. At the line for the Tigers, number 23.
Cam to the line for 2.
I like the aggressiveness from Cam, too. That is a guy that's just dripping with talent, and sometimes you see flashes where you're just like, holy cow, he's going to go for 40. And then you just want to see you just keep going with it. Just keep
2
going.
weeks ago, we were playing 8-minute quarters in practice. This team scored 28 points in the 8-minute quarter. Cam had 16. As he knocks down the free throw to make it 3-1 on that 3-chord score. 16 points in an 8-minute.
Wow.
And he didn't, he only played like 5.5 of it. He was getting it. Traxler across half court with Garber draped on him. He steps through and throws it to Behringer in the corner now to Gross. He drives, stops. Up top to Hammer, who's checked in. He puts up a shot, no good. Blake Garber with another rebound. This kid. Here we go. We're going to set an offense. Set a play here. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Elmwood in the zone. Just got a shooter in the corner, but there goes Grady Miller, who is nice pass by Ethan Gray to get Grady Miller a look at 2 feet. Traxler across half court quickly for Elmwood.
Good pressure there.
Now Gross, now Behringer with it in the corner with Gavin all over him. Drives in, loses the handle, almost turns it over. Traxler picks it up and lays it up. 5-3.
Traxler knows what to do with it. He really drives with aggression. He's had a couple nice drives tonight,
And
playing
he
hard.
almost gets a steal. Swing to Cam. 3 on the way. Good.
Robinson for 3.
Another assist for Ethan Gray. 8-3 on that for 3-chord scoreboard. Traxler with the ball.
I like this pressure from Blake. No fouls, good. Make him work.
Traxler backdoor to Gross, throws it up off the glass. And a foul.
Not sure where the foul was.
Well, we'll find out here in a second. They're going to get Gavin or Gray.
Great.
They're going to get Gray with a shove. His second.
That's number 2.
5-4. Gross. Foul on 2.
Garrison Cruz. Hunter Spangler's checking in along with Max Walker and Isaiah Badenham.
Gross at the line.
Everybody but Garber has a seat as Gross is at the line for 1 to pull Elmwood within 2. 8-6 on that 3-chord scoreboard. Under 5 to play here in the first. Still in this zone. Garber has it. Isaiah for 3. No good. Long. Pulled in by Garber. Another rebound. He's got 3
Good.
already.
That's a great pass.
Flips it over to Hunter Spangler, who puts it up. Doesn't get it to go, but he's fouled.
Elmwood foul on 10.
And I don't know if you know this, but
First, team second. At the line for the Tigers, number 34. Hunter.
how do you have 5? Spangler's first free throw is no good. Hunter. That's 5 push-ups he owes me. Grady Miller has a bucket you have missed.
Hey, I'm struggling with the book here,
I
man.
understand this.
I'm trying to watch the game. I'm a spectator as well. Come on.
Not when you're a color guy, you're not. Second free throw by Hunter Spangler is good. That's going to give us a 9-6 lead on that 3-chord scoreboard. Traxler across half court. Stops, picks it up, throws it to Gross. Bobbles the catch. Now up top to Seedorf. Seedorf crosses over on Badenham. Now he's weak with the ball. Throws it over to Traxler. Gary Cruz guarding Traxler. Gives up a 3-look air ball. Going to be out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Tigers.
Yeah, that last possession, Isaiah coming down with that 3. It's a good-looking stroke. I like his confidence. It's a good-looking shot. It's just a matter of time for that thing's going to start falling, but I like his confidence to be able to take that shot early.
The nice thing is yesterday I noticed it looked like he had full range of motion on that on his follow-through, and I think that's been part of it. He's been short-arming it a little bit because of a wrist. Ball to Cruz. Almost turned over there. Here comes Gary. He's going to drive through the middle. Flip it to Spangler. Puts it up. No good. Gary pulls it in. Lays it up. And gets 2 to make that 11-6 lead on that 3-chord scoreboard. Trexler across half court. Gary Cruz is the champ. Backdoor cut by Gross. No good.
It's 2 now.
Pulled away by Cameron Robinson. Here come the Tigers on the fly. Cam, little out of control. Off the glass. No good. Hunter Spangler with a rebound and a put up. No good for Spangler. Cam gets a rebound, puts it up. No good.
Finish.
Cam gets another rebound and puts it up. No
get
good.
In there. Oh, that's tough.
Oh, it's going to be a Tiger ball.
Well, hey, I like the tenacity on the glass so far. We have been really good on these offensive rebounds. Got to get a few of these buckets to go.
Yes. You know what, though? 2-footers. I like our chances at 2 feet.
Yeah.
Over the long run.
That's right.
11-6 on that 3-court scoreboard. Badenhop up to Max Walker, top of the key. Fakes. Throws it on the dive to Grady Miller, who puts it up. No good. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2.
I like that pass there by Max. A little patience, a little hesitation. Boom, hit Grady. Nice strong move.
Yeah, he could have forced a shot there.
Yes, he could have.
But he knew he was going to have the big fella rolling through. First free throw is no good.
0. Hammer returns to action for Elmwood.
Hammer comes back in for Elmwood. Why can I not? Jigs, do you know what their mascot is? The Royals.
There you go.
Royals. Rebound tipped around, pulled in by Hammer. Here comes the Royals. Quick. Hammer, 3 on the way, no good. Gavin Galen gets a rebound handed to him. His first. Here comes Cam. He's going to pull a 3 on the fly. Short. Rebound.
Great board.
Grady
right
Miller.
up. Oh, yeah.
He's going to step through. He's going to be fouled as Miller pulled down a big rebound in traffic. It's going to be Owen Traxler's going to pick up his first. Wes Wilhelm checking in here with 2:55.
I like Grady on the glass so far.
Yep. Oh, look at that.
Great
An easy
look.
pass in the middle. Badenhop with the
draw
assist. Grady Miller gets a nice, easy look at 2 feet to pull the lead or push the lead to 7, 13-6 on that 3-court scoreboard.
Nice.
We got a timeout here.
Nice little draw up there on the out-of-bounds play, and good patience by Isaiah. He held that for about a 3.5, maybe a 4 count. Let that thing kind of come open. Good look, good finish.
You know, that's one of the things that you see in a lot of good. When you start to talk about good basketball players, that internal clock of 5 seconds is a long time. If you ever have to stare into someone's eyes in silence, 5 seconds is a long time. You can't do it. I know. You talk too much. You get nervous. Poor Cole. He never would do it, I know. But this is a Tiger team right now that is very much concentrating on pressure and getting that ball inside. We've had a couple good looks at threes, but most of that stuff is coming from the block.
Yep.
Hammer has the ball. Back to Traxler. Going to have a deep look if they wanted it. Hammer almost turns that over to Traxler. The clock is running. Now he skips it. Tipped around. Here comes Wes with it. Causing havoc. Wesley throws it.
Oh, look at that
what
pass.
A great pass by Miller.
Hey.
Or Robinson over to Grady.
Wow.
Get a good look for the big fella. 15-6 on that 3-court scoreboard. There goes another. Try to heave it over the top.
Yeah. Gavin's length at the top of this press is really tough to deal with. He is sneaky athletic. long arms, gets his hands on a lot of balls. That's 2 now early in this press.
Zachary
Gross checks in as Traxler sits down. Also a couple of fathers. Coach drives with the left hand, stops, picks it up, looks to Gross. Waiting, still got plenty of pressure out front. Minute 30 to play here in the first quarter. Tigers by 9 on the three-quarter scoreboard. Gavin got another hand on the ball. Gross with the ball, dead, stops. Now flips it to Seedorf. Seedorf right down the middle. They're going to get a foul on Grady Miller.
I don't know.
Trying to tie that ball up. His first.
Foul on 1, Miller.
Team 4.
Yeah, first.
Team 4.
Are you waiting for me to give you a yes on that?
No, I was trying to see.
I'm getting back up with the book here, so we should be somewhat up to date.
Trying to see.
I'm getting back up with the book here, so we should be somewhat up to date.
Lob comes in. Gavin Galen steals it. 5th turnover for the Royals. Quickly to the other
what
end.
a little tip.
Oh, Max Walker made a great tip pass to Blake Garber, who just a little too fast missed the layup. Minute to play here in the first. Seedorf to Gross. Looking. Tries to get it. Now he's going to bring it around to Seedorf. It's going to be kicked by Gavin.
Yeah, the depth of this team too. They're having the full bench rotations at times of 5 guys. I mean, this bench is impressive. There's guys that aren't even in the rotation that could play on this team as well. So that's been really impressive with this team so far. Is the depth that they have.
Yep. 50 seconds to play here in the first. Seedorf across half court. Garrison Cruz checks in along with Hunter Spangler. The speed on that back line with Wilhelm, though.
Yep.
He's just got to be able to see it and talk. Seedorf drives, stops, steps through, attacks the rim, lays it up, no good. Rebound tipped around. It's going to be run down by Garber. He's going to get another chance at a layup. This one, he gets to go. His first bucket, that's going to stretch that lead to 11 with 20 seconds to play here in the first. Seedorf picks up the dribble, swings it around to Gross. Now back to Seedorf. He's going to pull a long three. No good. Rebound, Hunter Spangler for the Tigers. Here we go. Max Miller with 8, with 7. Up top to West, around to Blake. Down into Hunter, who's going to turn, step up, go through. No.
Holy
Gary
cow.
Cruz got a rebound, and they're going to call that one as he goes up.
Hunter had a hand draped around him there, surprised. Didn't get a call, but we'll take the second one of Gary anyways.
So with no time on the clock here in the first quarter, Gary Cruz is going to the line. 4-2. First.
Yeah, that's just.
Oh, two.
Okay.
2 and 6. Yeah, I had 1 and 6. Those stats are 2, but 7 of 20 from the floor for the Tigers in that quarter, as the Royals start the second quarter with the ball. Down 13 on that three-quarter scoreboard. Still in that 1-3-1, having Galen with that length up front, causing turnovers. Gross around to Seedorf. Looks like Landon Snow, the 6-foot senior, checked in. Corner, Hammer knocks down the 3.
That is textbook for the 1-3-1. You get the screen into that bottom guy, get an open look, and they got one and knocked it down.
Tigers go Robinson, who loads a 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Abe Kiefer, the freshman, for the Royals. Tigers go Galen, Robinson, Grady Miller, Baden Hopp, Blake Garber to start. Seedorf, Gross, Kiefer, Snow, and Hammer for the Royals, as that one gets missed, but Gross runs down the rebound to reset for Elmwood. Gross up top, picks up the dribble, now goes into Hammer. Hammer's going to load another 3. No good. Seedorf saves the rebound.
The board here.
To Kiefer. Kiefer back to Seedorf. He loads a 3. That's no good. Rebound goes off the Royals, out of bounds.
I noticed that too. Rebounding out of that 1-3-1 against Anthony Wayne. We struggled at times, kind of getting on your guy, finding a guy you're not man-to-man. It's a little bit more of a challenge to rebound out of.
It's difficult when you're not, one, if you don't box out, and two, in the zone, it's hard to find a guy to box out.
Yes.
Badenhop with the ball, looking inside. Grady Miller to the basket, no good. Gavin Galen battling for a rebound. It's loose. Cam now battled. Looks like Hammer's going to, oh no, that's gross all over it. They're going to call it jump ball. It's going to stay with the Tigers. It is physical inside.
It is. There's a lot going on in there.
If you're that ball goes up on the glass, if you're not ready to put a body on somebody and catch it. Grady Miller quickly with the shot, no good. Badenhop with a rebound for the Tigers. Quickly, three pulled by Badenhop, and he knocks it down. I thought the other night when he knocked one down about Genoa, I'm like, all right, that stroke's coming.
Yeah.
This kid is going to start knocking down shots, and we saw it right there. That
and he's just pulling it. He's not thinking. Yeah, that's important.
And that's the good part.
Yep.
All right, real quick, he's going to get another foul on Gray. That's going to be 3, and he's going to have a seat. And a lot of, and you played a lot as a freshman. You understand what that's like.
Oh, yeah.
Adjusting to the speed of the varsity game.
Confidence.
But being there with you, I tell you, Isaiah's in the same position. He's got a lot of real supportive teammates that understand, hey, he can help us, and we're not going to get upset about him pulling these shots or whatever as he rips down a rebound in traffic. Across half court comes Badenhop, driving it with the left hand, steps through, puts it all on the glass, no good.
That's a lot of contact.
There's a lot of contact, but the ball goes out of bounds, belonging to the Tigers.
Wow. There's probably 3 fouls there, I think I counted.
They blow the whistle?
They did not. So
There's
it wasn't.
There's not. I tell my kid that all the time. He's like, man, they fouled me. I said, I didn't hear a whistle. Badenhop throws it in to Gavin in the middle. He's going to get held on the ground. But that was a great – that is the one thing I think we're missing from Landon Cruz from last year is just the willingness to throw that ball up to Gavin any and every time.
Yep. And he had a great pulse for this team and when to go and when not to.
Watch the snow in the middle and Gavin on this one. If you're watching at home, watch the 24-10 matchup as they're trying to jockey for position. You're just going to grab him.
What did he call off?
No, he didn't.
How did he do that? What did he?
He called offensive. That's going to be another turnover for the Tigers. Had you been watching the possession before where, Behringer checks in for the Royals. As the Tigers pull up half court, I probably need to focus here, don't I? Ball comes into Hammer, now Traxler again. Crosses over half court, skips it over to Gross, back up to Traxler. Traxler
Good
on
D.
Badenhop, stops, skips it in the corner. Gross, 3 on the way, 3 good. It's a good look by the Southmore.
Somebody lost him there.
Yep. Miller quickly to Badenhop, looks inside, back to Walker. Walker up top to Badenhop. Oh,
that was
should
it
have been
right
a pull. There's Walker again. Gets the ball. Now Badenhop skips to Cam. Cam will get in the middle, flips it. He's going to go up with it. No good. Rebound pulled in by Gross. Hey, for this team, the Royals lack in size. They make up in scrappy. As Hammer puts up a 3, no good. Cam rebounds.
Yeah.
And he's going to be fouled by Braxton Simon, a 6-foot freshman who's checked in.
Elmwood foul on 24, Behringer.
That's 4 rebounds for Cam.
Oh, they called that on Behringer there.
Oh,
which is
that's
surprising. I don't think he was even there.
Seedorf into the game for Liberty Center.
I wonder if that was a mistake.
Miller.
Grady Miller's checked in for the Tigers. And Wes Wilhelm. Wilhelm, right-hand side, looking against the zone. Garber drives in, floater on the
Great
way.
take.
Good.
Garber floats one for two.
We talked about that a lot against Anthony Wayne before that game, that in their zone, when you reverse the ball, there are driving lanes there. Garber took that to heart and used it even here against Elmwood. Wilhelm all over the ball as Seedorf has it on the top. Stops, looks back, looking for Traxler, doesn't have him. Traxler has it now. Wilhelm draped on him. Traxler slips in, throws it over to Gross, who lays it up and in.
4, Gross.
Great, Tigers with a 10-point lead on that three-chord scoreboard. Walker eyes the three. That's short. It's going to go out of bounds to the Royals.
It's a good look there by Max. He had to take it open Saturday. Very capable shooter.
They're getting outscored right now in this quarter, 5-8. As Traxler working on. I would not want to. I watch this every day, Wilhelm, to keep people up full court. It does not look like fun.
He'll wear you out.
Traxler coming off a screen by Gross. Now he's got Walker on him. Still with the dribble. 3:20 to play here in the half. Traxler with the ball. Shakes, bakes, wiggles, looks for a cutter, gets Gross. It's going to be blocked by Wilhelm. Rebound pulled in by Gross, and he's going to be fouled. Oh, called jump ball.
Good call there.
And that's going to belong to the Royals. You know, that is the one thing. You start staring at the ball, it's going to open up that back cut.
Back into the game.
Kiefer's going to check back in for the Royals, the 6-foot freshman. Trexler's going to inbounds, having a conversation with Gary Brubaker. I enjoy a conversation with Gary Brubaker. The ball gets thrown in quickly in the corner to Seedorf. Seedorf baseline, stops. Up top to Gross, around to Trexler, drives in with the left hand, tipped around, loose, picked up by Walker. Another turnover for the Royals. Here comes Garber, skips it to Grady Miller. Grady Miller drives in, goes up in traffic, puts it up. It's just
great hesitation move there. Get to the rack and finish.
You know, they claim he was the fastest guy on the football field.
Wow.
I know he's not the fastest guy on the basketball team because Wilhelm is. As Garber gets a turnover, throws it over to West. He lays it up, no good. He blew his knee out.
Yeah, he's okay.
It's ugly.
But yeah, he
didn't blow it out, but
he did.
I've been there. I did that 3 possessions in a row in college.
Did you really?
Steals at the top of the key, took it down, went down for a dunk, and my knee buckled 3 times in a row. Coach said, just lay it up, will you?
Enough with the dunking already.
Enough of the dunking already. All right, here comes Seedorf with the ball for the Royals. 2:20 to play here in the first half.
That was a foul.
Hunter Spangler with the steal.
Yeah, Hunter.
That kind of was not a foul because they didn't blow the whistle again, Chicks.
I heard the slap from here. The only reason I say it. Oh boy.
I've never played with the 2 referees on the court, but I played plenty of games with Group Brubaker, and I know that it's a lollipop flavored whistle because you don't blow it very much. Which at least you know it's always good, and you can attest to this. It's good to know what those referees are going to give you, and you have to be prepared for it.
Yep.
It's not only just how you play, but also how you're ready to when people play against you. Because it's been physical.
Sure has.
Tigers still up by 8, 2:19 to play. They've given up some opportunities here. They've scored 7. They've given up 8.
Yeah, Gross has been very active on those back cuts. He's hit, I think, 1 or 2 threes here tonight. So he's been getting loose kind of behind that defense a little bit.
And good for Traxler for keeping an eye out for him. They're a very unselfish team. As Garber brings in over to Wilhelm on the baseline to Spangler. Garber high post lays it up, no good. Gary Cruz with a rebound and a putback.
Cruz with the putback.
That's his 3rd rebound of the half.
Yep.
That's a good start.
Crushing it.
Seedorf brings it across with Garber on him. Drives in, stops, double back cut on one side. You don't see that very much. Gross with the ball. Wilhelm on him. Now Garber. Seedorf has it high post, nowhere to go, steps through again, puts it up, no good. Gavin Galen with a rebound, his second. Here comes Garber on the run. Pin Hunter as up top to Wilhelm. Now high post to Gavin Galen. Now Wilhelm, baseline. One hands it to the bench. Turnover number 5 for the Tigers. Baden Hop, Robinson, and Brady Miller in for the Tigers.
That's the other thing, is working with these rotations and finding the pieces that work the best on these lineups. That takes some time.
Galen, Miller, Hunter, Spangler, and Cam Robinson. If they give up a rebound, track practice tomorrow, boys. Traxler all over up top to Hammer. Now back to Traxler. He drives it. Seedorf gets the flip, puts it up, no good. It's going to be blocked out of bounds by Gavin Galen. Good help side defense there as Seedorf had gotten a little loose. Traxler inbounding, looking. It's going to get Seedorf in the corner, or he's going to throw it all the way deep to Snow. Seedorf with it. Cam Robinson on him. Seedorf drives, stops. Traxler on the handoff. Steps through, throws it out of bounds.
Yeah.
The right idea, the right look.
Yep.
Hammer just stopped his cut, and you got to complete that cut. 14-point lead on that three-court scoreboard, 28-14, 50 seconds to play here in the first half. Miller against the zone, has it, loses the handle, picks it up, throws it to Badenhop. Taking a look, wants to go to Gavin, now to Miller. 3 on the way, way short. Ball's going to go out of bounds. .37 seconds to play here in the first half. Royals have the ball. Tigers putting double fist, full court man pressure. Ball comes into Traxler. Now back to Gross. He's got Cam on him. Gross drives in, 15 feet, stops on the baseline, double team, back up to Seedorf. Seedorf, 3 on the way, good.
3-point basket by number 1, Seedorf.
It's a good look by Seedorf.
Yeah, it's a good shot. It's his first bucket of the
Good
night.
patient for Gross there, too. 12 seconds to play. Grady Miller has the ball. Gets the screen, now to Badenhop. He stops, looks at Gavin. They're going to turn that ball over. Number 6 for the Tigers. Here comes Traxler with 2, with 1. 3 on the way, no good. Well, that's the end of the first half. 28-17 on that three-court scoreboard. Tigers jump out early and then kind of relax.
Yeah. It would look like it was going to be kind of a dominant performance, and that second quarter they let Elmwood kind of creep back in here. Elmwood had a couple good shots, good looks, not as many hands on the ball, not turnovers. So, good job by Elmwood that second quarter.
I think they started to settle
Yeah.
for a couple of shots.
Yep.
And granted, we missed 3 layups in there, and it had to, you add 6 to this, and it's a double up, 34-17, which is always my favorite.
Yep.
I always figure if we can double you up by the third quarter, I don't have to play the fourth.
I like that. Some good math right there.
If we double you up by the end of the 3, I've got mine. Let someone else get theirs.
That's right.
I always. So, yeah. So, okay. Well, I guess we'll take a break here at halftime. We'll run through our great sponsors, and we'll come back with some exciting third quarter action right here from the jungle.
Here we go.
Tiger, what? It's not the Tiger Cage. Cole, man.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Tiger Sports Live for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of Tiger Sports Live is prohibited.
What do you say, Cole? Ready? Second half of Tiger basketball here from the jungle is on deck. But, Jigs, you got some numbers here in the first half you want to look at scoring-wise?
Yes, for the Tigers.
I love it.
We got Blake Garber with 4 points. Grady Miller, 6 points. Ethan Gray, 4 points. Isaiah Badenhop with a 3. Gary Cruz with 6. Cam Robinson, 4. Gavin Galen with 4 points for the Tigers, leading the way for Elmwood. Hammer's got 3. Seedorf with 3. Gross has got 8 points, and Traxler with 3. I may have missed a few buckets here or there, but that's kind of the
nice
leaders.
Hey, 3 points from Seedorf, who's averaging 13. That's a pretty good half with them.
Yep.
On the boards, I've got Cam Robinson leading the way for the Tigers in 4. 3 for Garber, 3 for Cruz, 2 for Galen, 2 for Badenhop, 2 for Spangler.
What about Miller? He's got to have.
Miller has 1 rebound.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Seemed like he had more than that.
Maybe I'm watching the game too and not keeping stats. Who knows?
Well, if you look, though, kind of looking at the second quarter, I think that kind of tells the story. Liberty Center 4 of 13, Elmwood 4 of 12. So they played about even there in that second quarter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 of 8 within 10 feet of the basket.
It's tough.
Look at the first half. That one is insane. So what are we? 3 of 8. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 16 in the key, basically, in the first quarter. So we're 9 of 26 within 10 feet.
I think we've talked about kind of the lack of fouls tonight, and that speaks to that as well. When you get banging down low, it's tougher to finish, and I think that's what reflects some of those numbers there.
What do you want to see the Tigers do here in the second half?
I want to continue to see pressure. I'd like to see a full court pressure. Continue to turn them over, turn that into points, and then continue to get the ball inside.
9 turnovers in the first half as the Royals come out with a little 2-3 run and jump as the ball gets skipped to Cam. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound tipped around, pulled in by Behringer, and there's going to be a kick on Gray. I had Elmwood unofficially 10 turnovers in that first half.
Okay.
Didn't really turn those into points, though, as the ball comes in to Hammer, who's going to get the start here in the second half. Traxler drives in with the left hand, kicks out to Hammer. Stops, flips it over to Gross. Gross with Gray on him, now Traxler. Seedorf, top of the key. Behringer, now Hammer. Hammer to Traxler. Up top to Seedorf. They're doing a good job with Seedorf.
Yeah, they are.
Traxler, right hand dribble, drives in, stops, loses the handle, turns the ball over. Here comes Garber. Now Robinson on the fly to Gray, lays it up, no good. Rebound. Gavin Galen in traffic, puts it up, no good. You're going to call jump ball belonging to the Royals.
Well, it was a good look there by Cam. That was a tight window. Got it through to Ethan. Just couldn't quite gather himself and finish there. Good rebound by Gavin.
Just kind of flying through. It's tough to keep your momentum.
Yep.
As the ball comes in for Elmwood to Traxler. Garber all over him. Too close. And that one's going to be foul. That one they blew the whistle, Jigs.
Yes. Definitely a reach there by Blake. But, yeah, down low they got to see a little bit more consistency probably.
What is it about real estate? Location. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's a foul at half court and not on the block.
That's right.
Seedorf, the ones going at it. Now Traxler with the ball. Miller all over him. Oh, man. That's a tough guard, but he's going to get a foul. And Traxler's going to line for 2.
Got Grady there.
Liberty Center foul against Grady Miller is
Now,
team second. At the line for the Royals.
I don't know if you know this,
Traxler.
but referees do talk at halftime and discuss on what they've done
Sure.
in the first half and where maybe they should clean some things up. So
Yep.
we'll see what that conversation was.
What the adjustment looks like here.
And
early
then
in
how
the third
quickly
quarter.
can the players adjust
Yeah.
to what the referees adjusted to as Traxler misses the first. Tigers still lead by 11 on that three-quart scoreboard, 28-17. We've played a minute and 17 seconds here in the third quarter. Second free throw is up and good. That gives Traxler 4 points. He's averaging 13. Gray across half court. Here comes that 2-3 run and jump in the first pass, and Garber's going to step through and turn the ball over. Number 7, Gross has the ball, puts it up and in.
Basket by 4. Gross.
8-point lead. Gross has 10 to lead the way. Gray in the corner to Cam. Back up top to Gray, around to Garber. Thought about a 3. High post to Grady Miller, but they're going to call a foul on Hammer.
Yeah, on that 2-3, I like that rotation so much. Move it 3-4 times, get a passing lane to that high post or down low, then start it. Don't start too early. Move it around a little bit, open up some lanes.
Gray inbounds for the Tigers. Ball up to Grady Miller. Back in the corner to Gray. 3 on the way. Good. With the left hand stops. Big bucket there.
Smooth stroke.
31-20. Traxler.
That's good D
Garber
there.
using his chest and not the hand.
Yep.
That's a good defense right there. Grady
Don't
Miller is going to
reach.
get a foul.
Don't reach.
That's his second. Or third, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're going to come out here.
Gary Cruz, Max Walker, not Max Miller. Max Miller is a Hall of Fame Holgate basketball player.
Okay.
If Max Walker turns into Max Miller, this team will be amazing next year. Max Miller can go. Barrier, 3 on the way. That's good. Nice and easy stroke. No pressure on him. He knocks down a big 3. Pulls the Royals within 8 on that three-quart scoreboard. Garber, cross half court. Walker drives down.
Skip.
Gives it to Cruz.
Skip.
There's a skip to Gray. 3 on the way. Good.
That is another thing in a 2-3 zone. If you can skip the basketball. And it's tough to do because that bottom guy on the opposite side, you got to really watch. But, man, a skip in a 2-3 zone is killer. And you can get open looks just like that.
You know the best way for that skip, one, you run a big kid through. Gary Cruz isn't small. He's a pretty big kid. He runs through to the corner. And then the pass fake. Pass fake to the block, sucks that guy down, skip it.
Wide open look. That was one of my favorite plays going against 2-3 zone. If I wasn't playing the high post and I was on the wing, I'm skipping to Bodenbender, Bonner, and they're gonna jack a 3 up because that's where the good looks come from. And if you can put something on it, it can get there quick and they got open look.
The nice part was one of those would knock that down too.
Yep. They would. I wouldn't. You're not going to skip past me for a 3.
Yeah. Tigers come out in a 1-2-2, a three-quarter court trap as the Royals get the ball in the middle of the Traxler. Still looking across half court. The ball comes to Hammer. In the middle of Seedorf. He puts it up with a left hand. Nice look. For Seedorf.
Don't really want to get him going here.
No, you don't, but that was a tough basket. You're going to let that one have to go. Gray to Walker. Back to Gray. Looks inside Gavin Galen. He's going to step, loses the handle, turns the ball over. Over top to Hammer. Here come the Royals. Stops, spins, picks it out to Traxler. He drives in, scoops in, lays it up. No good. Nobody grabs the rebound.
Holy cow.
Gross wants the rebound. That's his 5th. Hammer, 3 on the way. Good. Yep.
Yeah, this is a little bit too close here. Liberty turning over and Elmwood turning into points.
We got a hockey change coming. This Gray lays a 3 up, no good. It's going to hit the wire. They don't call it though. Ball is going to be tipped all around. Finally, somebody gets on the floor after it. Gary Cruz pulls it in, flips it to Gavin Galen. Galen steps through and 1. Oh, he calls it on the floor.
Ooh.
He called it on the floor. That's
Great call for an intentional, kind of had a two-handed over-the-shoulders foul there. Ooh.
Foul on Zero.
I think Coach Badenhop has seen quite enough of these five for a little bit. He's hockey change. Badenhop, Robinson, Wilhelm, Miller, Spangler in for the Tigers. Badenhop in Browns. Gets it right to Grady Miller on the block, puts up no good. Wilhelm rebound up no good. Pulled in by Hammer.
Got to finish.
Here comes the Royals. Wilhelm just put that up quick instead of having to deal. He's physical enough. He can battle in there. Wilhelm on Trexler. They're going to force a turnover with just some ball pressure. Nothing fancy there, just playing quick and playing strong. He can be a pest. He can just be a pest, and he's dialed in and focused. Wilhelm is something special on defense. Wilhelm with the ball. High post to Hunter Spangler, loses the handle. That's another turnover for the Tigers. That's number 9. It's a little tough to ram it to the.
It's early. I like the look. I like it, but maybe 4 or 5 passes.
Seedorf to Gross. Looking. He gets a cutter from Woods. Back up to Seedorf. Now around to Trexler. They're going to reset the offense. Down 6, the Royals here in the 3-court scoreboard. 3:20 to play here in the third. Tigers hanging on to this 6-point lead. Gross drives in, stops, looks for the back door, flips to Seedorf. Wilhelm switches off on him. Now he gives up a straight line. Seedorf stops. Throws it over to Snow. Now up top to Gross. Gross over to Hammer. Now to Trexler. He's going to bring it back up. Reset the offense. 2:45 to play here in the third. This is a good offensive possession. Ball up top to Snow. Looking for Seedorf. Now up top to Trexler. Now to Hammer. They got Hunter Spangler chasing around the perimeter. Seedorf with the ball. 2:30 to play. So it gets a slip. Snow through. They just wait for you to overplay something, and Snow slips through and gets a look at 2 feet. Can't finish. But they're going to get the foul on Cam.
Yeah, I think that was the design, right? Take the air out. They've cut it to 6. Get a real good shot. They got about 10 passes, and they got to look exactly what they wanted. Got the foul. Stops the clock. Chance for 2.
Free throw, no good from Snow. Simon comes back in for Elmwood. Hey, real easy question. Would you rather play offense or defense?
Offense.
Yeah, exactly. That's why when you make people play defense for long times, you get easy buck.
That's right.
I know.
Talking to a Holgate guy here. You know best.
I know pretty well. I don't know best.
Yeah.
Rebound comes down to Gray. His first. No free throws made on that trip. All that time, and they got nothing out of it. Tigers by 6. Royals are still in this 2-3 zone. Gray, 18-footer, good.
Boy, that's smooth.
It's nice. That's 8 for Gray. Here in the quarter, right?
Yes.
Trexler on Badenhop. Freshman Southmore battle right there. Trexler turns the corner, now kicks it out to Gross. Gross around the corner, up, stops, look for a back cut, didn't have it. Trexler didn't see it. Now he's got the ball back up top. Gives it to Snow, who slices through. What a great cut by Snow, and a really good recognition by Trexler. Robinson comes off a screen around to Badenhop. Looking back to Cam. Cam loads a 3. No good. Rebound pulled in by Seedorf, his first. Here comes Trexler. Royals down 6, 36-30 on that 3-court scoreboard. Kicks it out to Gross. Gross, floater, short, no good. Rebound. Cam Robinson with a big board. His 5th. Gives it to Badenhop. Here come the Tigers. Not the pace as he turns it over. Gross got a handle on it. That's 10 turnovers for the Tigers.
This 2-3, this third quarter has been very unsettled for Liberty Center offense. Just can't really get in the groove other than Ethan Gray's couple big buckets.
Buckle big buckets.
They have really struggled.
Gray has 8 in the third. No one else has any.
Yeah, I mean, and it's been turnovers too, right? I mean, it's
Yep.
just trying to go too early against this 2-3,
They
not
went
moving it around.
5 to 10 in this quarter as Trexler tries to give it away. Garber back in. Badenhop sits down. Cam sits down. Gray tucks back in. Grady Miller on Seedorf. Traxler, he loads a 3. That's short. No good. Garber runs down the board for the Tigers. Here he comes. He's got somebody on his butt. Over to Gray. 3 on the way. Got it.
Hot hand. He's hot, baby.
Good recognition by Garber.
Yes,
Got it to him in
was.
transaction. Oh, Ethan about takes one away, but it's going to be off his hip, out of bounds.
Yeah, he is heating up. He kind of got that first half cut short with those three fouls, right? Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Nice to see him on the floor here.
Seedorf looking to enter the ball. Traxler comes back and gets it, throws it.
Ooh.
Oh, right to the block. Somebody got lost as Simon knocks it down. Great look by Hammer for that pass. Oh, that wasn't. Yeah, it was Hammer. Now they're going to. Grady Miller, top of the key, or
good look.
free
That's
throw
a
line
foul.
goes up, no good. Walker with a rebound.
John Max.
Puts 2 on the board.
Here it comes quickly. Back the other way. Behringer is going to. Well, I'm not sure what happened there. But Traxler ends up with the ball. Seedorf, long 3, no good. Rebound, nobody, because that's the end of the quarter. End of 3, 41. Tigers, 32. Royals. 11-point lead at the end of the first half. 9-point lead at the end of 3.
Yeah,
What a quarter.
a little sloppy there early for Liberty Center. Kind of settled in, found the hot hand. Ethan Gray with 11 there in that quarter. He can fill him up quick when he is hitting his 3 ball.
The only other bucket was that pushback.
It was
with
Walker
at the end.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I think, defensively, Elmwood has slowed this thing down, made Liberty guard, and gotten a few decent looks here in the third quarter. 9-point lead for Liberty. Not real comfortable with that if you're Liberty Center right now. I'd like to see that about 19 at this point.
13 shots in the first quarter. 7 of those in the key. 20 shots in the second quarter. 17 of those in the key. 5 of 12 in the third quarter from the field. 2 of 8 in the key. You had 5 misses.
6 in Elmwood, 6 of 12 for 50% in that third quarter.
Yeah.
So
They were 4 of 8 from 2 feet, and we were 2 of less. Tigers start with the ball. Garber off the screen, throws it up top to Walker. He loads a 3, no good. Rebound, Ethan Gray to Walker. What a play by Gray. Throws it all the way. Miller.
One more.
Walker.
Ooh.
Gray. No, he stepped out of bounds.
that's a good look. Little bounce pass there. Ethan Gray would have open bucket.
That offensive rebound was Ethan Gray tagging. I don't know if you ever heard that term. I never knew it until I was around Coach Badenham.
No.
But as an offensive player, setting on the high side, it helps stop your transition. You run in and you sit on the high side.
Yeah, no, it's going to be long. Okay.
But you're stopping them from running out. You've already matched up, going back to pick up full court defensively. And that he tagged, he got that offensive
Gotcha.
rebound. It's
Okay.
a really, when it's done properly, it leads to more offensive rebounds than it stops transition. But that was it. Foul as Gavin Galen got the ball inside. Miller right to the hole, puts it up. He's going to be fouled, and he's going to go to the line for 2. And he's going to get warned by the referee for taunting.
I didn't even see what happened there.
He turned around and 2 claps right in the kid's face.
Oh, okay.
2 free throws for Miller. First is up and good.
Returning to action for Elmwood, number 10, Landon Snow.
Snow checks in for Behringer. Tigers got Galen, Walker, Miller, Gray, and Garber on the floor. Royals, Seedorf, Snow, Gross, Trexler, and Hammers. The second free throw for Miller is good. Putting them Tigers back up. Gavin Galen with the steal and the putback. I'm not sure exactly how that worked out, but
Yeah, I turned away, didn't see it either.
Galen got a steal. There's going to be a 13-point lead on that three-court scoreboard. Tigers just making these runs, these little spurts to stretch it. It gets to 6, they push it to 11, it gets to 8.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see in this fourth quarter just the consistent turning them over, fishing offensively, push this thing to 20 points, and get a little confidence heading into league play come Thursday night.
Thursday's
very tough Archbold. That is a tough place to play. I was talking to somebody a little bit earlier, and like how often have we won at Archbold?
At Archbold?
I mean, once or twice, maybe at this new gym. I mean, it's not been very many times at all, ever. Like 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm 50% there, but
well, that's you. It's not.
We got beat by 55 my sophomore year there.
Wow.
Yeah, they were pretty good that year. We were not very good. 55.
That's a beat down there. I don't know that I've ever got beat by 55.
My freshman year of college, one team beat us 3 times, and we averaged losing by 55.
Wow.
They won the national title that year in our defense. They were really good. Hammer in the corner, pump fake, puts it up a runner. That's a good play, and another good for 2. Garber across half court. Same lineup for the Tigers. Garber, Walker, Miller. As Walker gets the ball up top, looking too big. Gray swings it around. Now Walker up top.
Got him.
Back to Garber. 3 on the way.
Blake's been shooting a little bit.
Yep.
Boy, that is big. If
Shooting
Blake
it with
Garber,
confidence.
yeah, he hit a big one against Anthony Wayne.
Looks like Gavin got his hand on another one. Robinson's going to check in for Matt. Gross to inbounds for the Royals. Looking, throws it to Seedorf, back to Gross. Picks it up in the backcourt, looking. Blake is there, but couldn't get to it quickly. On the
Good
block
pass.
to Snow. Is a nice little. That Owen Traxler, he's a sophomore. He's a nice little point guard. Here comes the run and jump to Gavin quickly. Cam Robinson 3. Short, long. Rebound Seedorf for the Royals. Here comes Traxler on the run. Quickly. Stops. Up top to Seedorf. Steps through. That's a nice step through back to Traxler. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. Tipped around. The 5'6" sophomore Hammer pulls it in for the
He's
Royals.
scrappy.
Yeah, he is.
He's had a nice night.
Back to Hammer. In the corner, Gross. Steps through. Back to Hammer. 3 on the
Don't
way.
leave
No good. Rebound. Garber. Number 5 for Blake. Gavin in the middle. Now to Gray. To the left hand. Back to Garber. He likes it. He flies it.
Blake.
He flies it.
Heat check, baby.
Another 3 for Garber.
That's a big shot. You know, Blake Garber can start hitting threes like that consistently. That just opens up a whole new thing here for this offense, man. I'm telling you.
The roller coaster of coaching, right? Teams coming to the bench. Coach Batenhop is like talking to one player, telling him, "You have no idea what defense we're in. You're supposed to be in this. This is what we're in." And then at the same time, he's high-fiving Garber for knocking down 2 threes in a row to take that 3-court scoreboard lead.
Multitasking.
You have to. So it's a 15-point lead for the Tigers.
That's it, though. And that could happen every play, right? Tell somebody, hey, good job. The other player, hey, what are you doing, man? You're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
It's constant. That's coaching.
It can be, and the beauty of it with high school kids, it could be the same kid. Like on this end of the floor, you did this. On this one, you did great. It's like, what are we doing? All right, back into this full court trap. Seedorf with the ball for the Royals. Now cross court to Traxler. Flips it over to Kiefer. Back out to Traxler in the corner to Behringer. Stops, picks up his dribble. Up top to Gross. Back to Traxler. Skip to Seedorf. Should have stayed and shot that one. Seedorf now picks up the dribble. Up top to Gross. Gross to Seedorf. Looks Skip. Got the screen.
Yep.
Traxler in the corner. That's a great look, and he knocks it down. Back, that's the beauty. If you can get a good screen in the zone as Garber turns the ball over. Great hustle by Kiefer. Oh, Cam takes it right back. Cam stops. Up top to Cruz. Cruz, he'll high a three. No good. Rebound. Gavin Galen with a big rebound. Put that back up, big fella. He's going to go to the line for two. 16 and 12 is what I told Gavin. He's at 6 and 4.
He's got a ways to go here.
He's got a ways to go. But the one that counts right now is 51-39. Tigers lead by 12. Galen. First free throw's up and good. Cruz, Robinson, Gray, Garber, Galen for the Tigers. Kiefer, Gross, Behringer, Traxler, Seedorf for the Royals. Both free throws good for Galen. Tigers up by 14. Mathematician, Jigs, mathematician. Behringer to Seedorf. High in the baseline drive, refuses the ball screen, skips to Seedorf. Three on the way, no good. Rebound tipped around, pulled in by Ethan Gray. And off to the races we go. Now Garber, back to Gray. Pulls it, looks at Garber. They got Cruz on the baseline. It has a great cut, throws it away. Good cut by Cam. It's the right look.
It's a little high on it.
Just a little high on it.
Hammer returns to action for the Royals.
Gavin's going to have a seat. Is Miller's going to sit down?
Miller.
.350 to play. As Hammer flies down the floor, stops, throws it to Traxler. Three on the way, good.
21, Traxler.
It's his second three here this quarter.
Yep. Garber into Cruz. Here comes Gary. Pick it up. In the corner to Gray. Stops. Up top to Garber. Double teamed. He's strong. He's going to be fouled by Traxler, his third.
Elmwood foul on 21, Traxler.
Team
His
fourth.
third, team fourth.
Garber out. Baden hop in for the Tigers.
One more in the bonus here, right?
Yes, sir. Tigers haven't fouled here in the quarter. Ball right to Grady. Turns, spins, he goes up. They're going to call a foul on the floor, but he'll shoot two. I think he is 4 for 4 from the line tonight. The old commentator curse right there for you. You like that? Cole is this no expression.
Let's see if he can break it.
When you get a smile out of Cole for something you said, it's a win right there. Don't care what the scoreboard says. That three-court scoreboard says win.
Uh-oh.
Nope, got him.
Yep.
Snow returns to action.
Got him.
Free throw, no good. For Grady Miller. Makes the fans to my right really happy. Sarcasm, folks. Second free throw, rips around, no good. Garrett Cruz with a big rebound. Now Miller goes up and puts it up, no good.
There was so much contact
that's
on there.
A little
that
physical.
That is a rugby scrum. Wow.
I think we would win that one.
Yes.
Trexler crossed half court with the ball. Tigers up 11.
He is
now 8.
Up.
Trexler's decided to get it.
Third three here.
Ball back in. Tigers Cruz.
This is too
now
close.
Now 8-point lead.
Oof.
Trexler's going to pick up his fourth, but we're going to go to the free throw line.
That's the key. Can we make free throws here and ice this thing?
Here's the thing. Winning teams do two things. Talk on defense and knock down free throws.
I like that.
Gross back into the game for Elmwood.
First free throw, no good.
For the Tigers.
Should have never said anything about these free throws.
24,
It's 3 in a row now.
Shouldn't matter what I say. It shouldn't. I'm just telling you, winning teams talk on defense and knock down free throws.
There it is.
There it is. Second one good for Badenhop. Tigers by 9. Trexler across half court. They better demand the ball back. Now the hammer. Now Traxler. He'll shoot
Space.
that one.
Too much
Gotcha.
space. Ooh.
Ooh, Barringer pulls in rebound, misses. Gets another one, puts it up. No good. Rebound. Garber, number 6.
Yep, got him.
How Blake. Your point guard's your leading rebounder tonight.
Yeah.
And it ain't Penny Hardaway or Magic Johnson. It's 5'11" senior Blake Garber with 6 rebounds.
He's been scrappy down there.
And he's gotten them in traffic.
Yep.
It has not been, you know, you get
some gimmies.
You'll get some gimmies as a guard. You're not always battling. Garber has been in traffic every rebound. First free throw for Garber. Short.
Seedorf back into the game.
Tigers by 9 on that 3-court scoreboard. Garber has the second one. That one's good. Oh, that one rolled out. That one looked good all the way.
One of her last 6. That's tough.
Rebound comes down to Snow. Seedorf drives in, turns the ball over. Here comes Garber on the fly.
Ooh.
Gives it to Badenhop. Backs it up, runs some clock, 2:25. He's going to shoot, get fouled. Gavin Galen with the rebound.
Oh,
he is
cow.
mugged. Garber with the
Great
steal
job,
on the other one
Blake.
in. Oh, Lord, that was
Wow.
rough.
There is something going on underneath that basket.
Keys to the game were what? Referees are not going to blow the whistle tonight. And it should have played to our favor, right?
Yeah,
We're a big
it
physical team.
Should have.
Genoa's coach said that is the most physical game they've ever been a part of.
Wow.
Yeah. And it wasn't like brutal, like bad physical. It was just physical.
Yeah.
As Hammer throws the ball off Walker.
Got to get back that play. Blake Garber's good job to hustle back
Yep.
and knock that thing away.
Deep corner right in front of the student section as the Royals inbounds. Looking, throws it up top to Snow. He loses the handle. Galen grabs it, throws it to Walker. Walker on the fly is going to go up, no good. Galen with another rebound and a putback. That's 6 for Gavin off the glass, 10 points. 10 for Garber, 10 for Galen. Gross drives in. He's going to be fouled. That's the first foul on Liberty in the 4th quarter. That might be the stat of the game right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, and Max Walker, who is normally a foul maniac, so only has 1 foul right now.
Exactly. Well, he's fouled more than once. They've only called one.
Yeah.
Traxler into Gross. That's a tough double team.
It is.
Gross is
right in the
Gross
student
is a
section corner.
5'9". He's got Wilhelm, or no, he's got Walker and Galen trapping him in the corner. He just throws it off his foot. He's got nothing for it. Traxler inbounds to Gross. Now he's got Wilhelm. It doesn't get easier, but they're going to call Wilhelm with the ball.
Wow. Man.
That was interesting.
Wes is a little confused as to that where that foul came from.
The confusion.
Wow.
Badenhop. Seedorf up top. Hammer with the 3. No good. Rebound tipped around, pulled in by Galen. He's quickly surrounded by Royals. Now throws it to Garber. Garber brings it across half court. Trexler tries to tip it away. Now over to Badenhop. He's got Galen on the block if he wants him. 1:23. Badenhop backs up. Now he attacks. Seedorf tried to foul him, and that's what they blew. That's going to be the 6th. All right. Well, we're in the double bonus, or the bonus.
Knock him down here.
So Baden hop to the line for 2. Tigers by 9. Our 11, 56-45. A minute 17 to play. Cam in. Max out. It's been a pretty good night. Liberty Center basketball. JV wins big.
Yes.
The boys. Varsity girls win. As Maiden Hop misses that second free throw. Tigers up by 11 here with a minute 10 to play. Seedorf for 3. No good. Gavin Galen with another rebound. That's 8.
Whoa.
Tigers throw it away.
13, Simon, and number 5, Kiefer, back into the game.
Sometimes you have to chalk it up to kids, right? Trexler inbounds, throws it right to Kiefer. Kiefer, Behringer, high post, 18-footer on the way, no good, rebound. Cam Robinson, big rebound. Number 6 for Cam. Here comes Baden Hop with the ball. Tigers up 11. Trexler tried to bait him into a tip away. Oh, they're going to call a charge on Isaiah Baden Hop.
I think he got a little confused as to exactly what he saw.
The referee or Isaiah?
Yeah, as well.
Both, probably.
That was a good recovery by Isaiah to be able to get the ball even up.
Yeah. Yes. Ball comes in the snow. Here's Gross. 50 seconds to play. Cross half court. Baden Hop all over him. He's going to call a carry on that one.
You know, Liberty Center student section, big crowd tonight. You know, you got to give them credit. Loud and proud down there in the corner. They've been showing up
Wearing
here.
the fluorescent.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess do they theme that? What do they do there? Cole, do you know? Is that a theme?
It's Orange Night.
Oh, it's Orange Night.
Out.
Okay. I like it. That's
I
where
didn't know that mic worked, Cole. That's all right.
Yeah, I forgot mine at home. So.
Oh, got it. Garber gets fouled. He's going to go to the line as Kiefer picks up the foul. He gets his name in the book. Coach Traxler's like, no foul, no foul.
The Liberty Center boys basketball team will be back in action this Thursday night, January 9th.
Free throw, up and good. Tigers by 12.
The tip-off will be at 4:45 p.m.
Triple header on Thursday at Archibald. The Thunderdome. Second free throw, no good. Pulled in, rebound by Kiefer.
As a reminder, tonight's game in all Liberty Center athletic events.
Ball over to Simon. Simon.
Walk.
Ooh, that one's a tough one. Turnover number 17.
And rewatch any of those Tiger athletic events that you choose at your convenience.
Well, it looks like Tigers are going to improve to 4-3 on the year. Royals are going to drop to 1-7. Tigers are going to come bring across half court with 7 seconds to play. Final score 57-45. Tigers improved to 4-3 on the year, moving into league play. That first league game on Thursday with Archibald.
Everybody, thank you for coming out tonight and supporting high school athletics. Please drive home.
Quite an evening of basketball. Like I said, the JV wins big. The varsity girls win. The varsity boys obviously win here by a score of 12. I think that we talked about the keys to this game. We're going to be full court, handling the pressure, turning the Elmwood team over, and then being physical inside and check. I think they did that for the most part. We struggled, I think, with. I mean, let's be honest. On both ends of the floor, it was. If you got the ball at 3 feet, you were getting mugged.
Yes.
Okay.
It was tough to finish down low.
It was tough to finish. There's no excuse for being 2 of 8 in the fourth quarter in the key, but everybody had to deal with that, right? But I think for the most part, the guys, they got to where they needed to be. We got shots we liked.
Yeah.
Even if you're getting mugged and missing shots at 2 feet, it's still a shot from 2 feet.
That's
it's
right.
a good look.
That's right.
So, but I would say when we went through our keys to the game, they did a great job with it.
They did. Yeah, there was a couple lapses there where, we kind of went through a couple possessions of turnovers and didn't play very well offensively. But for the most part, you're right. They stuck to the keys. They battled inside even with all those fouls. They played through those fouls a lot. And, ultimately came out victorious. I think when you have an Elmwood team that's struggling, watching this Elmwood team, I was kind of surprised, honestly. They have a couple decent players, that could go and score the basketball. They had a big kid inside that was decent. I think that team's going to continue to get better. They have a lot of young kids on that team. So Liberty Center is going to have to just tighten a few of these things up.
Yep.
Anytime you go to Archbold, pressure, right?
Yep.
Crowd.
Yep.
Turnovers are a gigantic key. And we saw in this game against Archbold last year, turnovers were such a key in that game. And they did a great job of limiting them. And that's going to be another big key Thursday night.
Let's take a look at some of those numbers you got for us, Jigs.
Yeah, so we have Blake Garber leading the way tonight, 11 points. These are unofficial. I may have missed a point or two in here, but Grady Miller with 8 points.
Did you add them up?
I did. I added them up. Ethan Gray with 11. He got hot in that third quarter, had 11. Ethan had 13, had 11 in that third quarter.
Yep.
Badenhop with 4. Cruz with 6. Robinson with 4. Galen with 10. Max Walker with 2. Leading the way for Elmwood. Traxler ended up getting that average of 13 points. Gross, 10 points. Hammer with 8 points.
Another big part of that, Seedorf ended up with 5. He averages 13. He's one of their better players. I think the size and the quickness of Grady Miller might have, hurt that a little bit or kind of, I don't know if hurt that, but definitely played a factor in him not getting his average on the boards. Tigers just kind of manhandled them on the boards, but this seems odd to say that. Our bigs did so well, but Zachary Gross, the 5'9" senior, led Elmwood with 5 rebounds. Evan Beringer, their post player, had 4. Kaysen Hammer, the 5'6" sophomore, had 3. Those are their top 3 rebounders. The littlest guys on the floor were some of the biggest ones. Gavin Galen, a flurry of rebounds there in the fourth quarter, took him to 8 for the game. 6 for Cam Robinson. 6 for Garber as well. Just battle in the middle there. Gary Cruz off the bench with 4 rebounds. Ethan Gray had 3. Grady Miller had 3. Max Walker had 1. Isaiah Badenhop had 2. Handling the ball. A lot of assists around the way. Owen Traxler flipped the ball, 4 assists to lead the way in the game. Ethan Gray had 2 and Cam Robinson had 2 as we are joined by Gavin Galen and Blake Garber. And for me,
fellas.
Nice work, fellas, tonight. It was a game that we talked about a little bit about coming out and being better. And let's start with you, Blake. 6 rebounds tonight. Until Gavin started missing shots and getting his own rebound there in the end, you were the leading rebounder on the team. And they were all big physical in-traffic rebounds. What was your mindset tonight on the glass?
The coaches kind of got on me about rebounding more and getting in there more and not letting Gavin and Grady do all the work. So they just told me to start helping out down there, get some rebounds.
Coach tells you to do something, you listen, you do it, right?
That's right.
That's nice.
2 big threes there in the fourth quarter as well. Blake, talk about kind of your confidence in your shot. You had a big one against Anthony Wayne there last Saturday too. Talk about your shot, kind of getting confidence in your 3.
Yeah, it's gotten better over the years. And after the Anthony Wayne game, the coaches started talking about it more, and I started getting more confident in it. So I just started wanting to fly more.
Good deal. That was a big shot. 2 big shots in the fourth quarter there.
That's the beauty of this offense. That ball comes around, and you're going to have looks when you want them, and it happens quite often. It's when you step up and knock those down, that is good. I thought your full court pressure on ball, especially in the double fist, was really impressive. Just that Trexler kid is a nice guard. He's pretty quick. He's got a nice handle. Any things that you were using as a diversion or a technique you thought would work against him? Because it seemed like you kind of were in his head a little bit.
No, not really. I just try to stay in front and just work him, get him wore down. We have a lot of guys to play, so other people can do it too.
Go out, play hard for your 3 minutes, and then let somebody else do the work. That's good. I like it. Gavin, we started talking about.
You got any bruises? Hold on, has he got any bruises?
Oh Lord,
no, it was pretty physical down there.
So we talked about in the keys to the game, the referees, those three were not going to blow the whistle tonight. It didn't matter how big or little you were there. You had to finish in there, and I thought it took probably the first half before you kind of adjusted to that. What were the adjustments you made to finish inside?
Well, the first half, we knew we weren't getting any calls, so we just had to play through the physicality and play our game.
Yep.
Talk about, too, just the keeping your head when there is that much contact. You think you're getting fouled. I used to be a guy that would kind of get frustrated and maybe come down and try to get my own on the other end and foul. Talk about kind of keeping your head, not leading a bad play or you thought you were fouled and come down and have your own foul. Talk about kind of keeping your head.
That's a big thing we talked about early on in the season, our first few games, is we'd all get frustrated with not getting our calls, and we'd get in foul trouble ourselves, and we've worked on it and gotten better at it.
It's big.
The battle for possession or position on baseline out of bounds, it seemed like you were getting pushed around pretty hard. And
absolutely not.
He was trying to push you around?
Yeah.
It's funny. I saw it differently. But you did a much better job in the second half of getting there and then catching and finishing. Mindset, I mean, we talked about dominating and not participating, right, a little bit, and I thought the second half you did a much better job of inserting yourself on the glass. It's a great interview. You're doing awesome.
I mean, I'm just ready for league play to start. That's where my head's going now.
Okay.
Yeah, talk about Archbold. Obviously, probably it's one game at a time. Probably don't know too much about them. Probably haven't gotten the scouting report too much, but mindset going to Archbold, tough place to play, starting off league play. Obviously got them last year for the first time in 20 years, I think, close to it.
Yep.
Last year, so they're going to be coming back ready for a little revenge. You guys know anything about them, Archbold, and what they're going to bring?
They got a lot back. They lost their best player,
lost their shooter, right?
Yeah, but they're pretty talented.
All right. Well, let's enjoy this one, get some work done tomorrow, and then jump into league play on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Good job, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Gavin Galen and Blake Garber, two of our stars on tonight's game. And, you know, anytime you get a Tuesday night non-league game can be difficult, particularly when you do have something on the horizon that's going to be there for you. It's interesting as Coach Badenhop joins us.
Hey.
Coach, got it. We got 5 minutes, so you can be as windy as you want to be. We talked in the pregame about these three guys don't blow the whistle.
Yeah.
And your guys were, I think it took them a little bit to adjust it, but once they adjusted, they did a very good job.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we talked about finishing a lot there, and as the game went on, and it felt like we'd get to a point where you felt like you could break it open, and we'd miss a couple layups, and they'd hit a couple threes, and it just felt like every time you missed one, they capitalized on the other end. And it just felt like something bad happened to us after we missed those layups. You know, between layups and missed free throws, those are ones you have to convert, especially as we go down and start playing league games. Mm-hmm. Games are going to be tight down the stretch. You got to make layups, you got to make free throws. I did not feel like we did a very good job finishing tonight. I have to go back to the film and see if it's a balance issue, or are our eyes down? Are we? I'm not sure, but we have to go to the film and figure it out, because come Thursday we're going to start making layups.
I thought your pressure in the full court was really good as a team that would turn it over if you let them, or a little pressure. I thought you guys did a good job, particularly in either the man or even in the zone. You got to use your length and your quickness to do some things.
Yeah, I thought that especially early, I thought the pressure was speeding them up a little bit, especially because Traxler and Seedorf, they want to play the whole game. They want to play 32 minutes, so we felt like we could wear them down. But then not by design, just kind of by nature, our pressure kind of backed off in that second and third quarter a little bit, and then you saw them kind of run as their sets. That third quarter they had a possession that lasted. It felt like an hour and a half there, as we're just kind of running around. But then the change of pace, going to a little bit of zone here and there, I thought that disrupted them, especially initially. But really, the disappointment for us in that second half came from just some scouting report stuff. When you're guarding, we took 24, one to catch and shoot, and he gets the ball in the wing and we close out 10 feet short of him, and he sticks one in our eye. Same thing with 21. So just some sloppiness out of us on both ends of the floor, I would say. You want to learn lessons and wins, not losses, but we got a lot to clean up tomorrow before we go on the road Thursday, for sure.
And then Thursday is a whole nother monster back into the league.
Yep.
1 day of prep. What have you seen from the Blue Streaks?
They're getting up and down. They're pressuring a little bit. I think we're going to see a variety of full court pressures, full court man, run and jump, some zone pressures. They rotate a lot of guards in there. They kind of try to keep that pace going, so we're going to have to handle the ball. One thing that we've struggled with so far is turnovers, careless turnovers a little bit. We're going to have to take care of the basketball come Thursday. Our goal is always 10 or less, especially in a game like that. Keep it to 12 or less, I would say, in that game, and be good advantage for us. But again, the things we just talked about to start, we got to make layups when we get the opportunities to. We got to continue to rebound the ball well, and we get to the free throw line, we got to convert.
How tough is it on these short roads like this? It's like you got one day now for Archbold big league matchup.
Yeah, the hardest part is from a coaching perspective. I don't feel like, and at least I don't think the kids think this way. Is not looking forward, because you want to dive into more than just 36 hours of Archbold film. But you have to be disciplined enough to kind of, we got to stick to Elmwood. We got to watch that. So, we do have our scouts divided up. So we do have one coach who's already been peeking forward and kind of give us some pointers on what to look for. But it's tough, and especially for the kids' perspective, it's a mental reset every day essentially. Because when you talk about scouting report, we talk in terms of numbers. When you got 6 games in 10 days, you got so many numbers that are flowing through your head. Was it 3? Was it 10? Was it 4? Was it 21? So kind of flushing out the previous scouting report, putting the new one in your mind in a day is tough. But, hey, they're young, they're resilient, they're a lot tougher than I am, I hope. So I'm sure they'll be just fine from a mental standpoint come Thursday. From an energy standpoint, I know it'll be there. Now, in games like that, Archbold on the road, it's going to be an execution thing, going to be a playmaking thing. So hopefully our guys are ready.
The good part is it's a W tonight.
Yeah.
You get to go home and think about Thursday and feel good about this one. And it had all the classic markings of a trap game, and the boys came out and executed early and handled some things really well.
Yep, we'll take it. Lessons and wins are much more fun than lessons and losses.
All right,
guys.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
And have a good evening, and we'll I guess we're going to shut it down from here. Jigs, any last-minute thoughts on the Tigers' big win tonight with the Royals?
No, just fun to watch this team just continue to get better, learn how to play together. They got a very deep bench, deep roster, and I think this team has a lot of potential, and starting to see some of that potential in these wins.
I agree. All right, well, thanks a whole bunch. Cole making it happen, keeping us on time. Jigs, always a pleasure. We're going to hear your voice plenty this year, you and me together. And thanks, everybody else, for watching around the country and the world right here on LC Tiger Sports Live. Thanks, Mike.